What's up guys, I'm Glacio and today I'll be showing you another episode of Fortnite. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, I'm back now. I hate how I always get interrupted when I make my videos. I had to do some heavy lifting. Anyway. Okay, today I'll be doing another episode of Fortnite. High Explosives version 2. God, let me just catch my breath. This is, I know I said that I'd only do that episode. The previous one. 18, I think. And I know I said I'd upload a squads episode next, and I will. I know I keep putting it off, but I will upload it. I just really have to upload this first. I think this was just goes to show how easy it is to win a solo match. That's right, this is my first, well, okay, that's kind of contradictory because this is my first solo win, so clearly it isn't easy for me, but it's really just so easy. Anybody could do what I've done in this episode. That's what I mean by easy. So yeah, you'll see now. Oh, damn, dude, frickin' boxes. Ugh. Oh, I'm really not in good shape. I used to be in much better shape. Anyway, yeah. So I think about 100 people. All 100 people load up, and this is still High Explosives version 2. This will probably be uploaded on Sunday, which is presumably the last day of High Explosives. And yeah, here's the thing. So since I got a squads victory in Sniper Shootout, I've always kind of wanted to get a solo victory in High Explosives, because then I have both victories in like Sniper Shootout and High Explosives, but also in squads and solo, which only leaves duos and any other new game modes that might come. And given that I wasn't able to win Blitz mode, yeah, that just leaves duos, and we've beat all of them. Now, I know this isn't really, I mean, it is a solo victory. It's just not a classic solo victory, it's a High Explosives solo victory, but it's still a solo victory in my eyes anyway. So, basically we start off at prison, we get a rocket launcher, and I know there's a dude here. I know this for a fact. He went into this building, and I've got the advantage because I've got the high ground. I'm just going to take the roof. I've already got 50 armor. Just going to take the roof and wait for him to come out. I kind of try and listen. And kind of try to figure out where he is. It's really hard to tell. I don't know, it might just be my hearing, maybe. But for me, it was really hard to tell where he was. I know the zone is closing. I mean, not closing, I'm not in it. But I still wouldn't leave without him because I just feel kind of unsafe if I didn't kill him. So there's some more ammo over here. I'm gonna take it. I don't need a grenade launcher. It's like I know, maybe I could have taken it, but it's really, I can't remember when I got a kill. The grenade launcher probably got like 1 or 2. Yeah, there he is. So first shot, take care of all of his armor. Second shot, he knocks out my platform, I kill him. So, that's the first kill. Now, spoilers. Actually, you know what? No spoilers. I don't know why, I just can't help myself to expose details of the game. Yeah, but the only spoiler for this one will be, yes, I win. But you'll be able to tell that by the title, because I'll probably put something cheesy and stupid, and yeah, it'll just give it away anyway, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. So, if the solo games I've played, I haven't shown them all, but all the solo games I've played have taught me one thing about solo. It's if you manage to keep hiding until there are 2 or 3 people left and then you can just win. You don't have to be good at all. You just have to wait it out. There's already 40 people. I've killed only 1. Now, the thing is, in my previous game, I killed like 6 people. And it came down to me and another dude, and he won. The fact that I killed 6 people didn't mean shit. Maybe it meant for, I don't know, better loot. But I probably would have been well off without all the loot I got from the people I killed. So it really didn't mean anything. Getting into conflicts just exposes you to the risk of losing. Because there's a much higher risk that you'll lose if you fight, say, 3 battles, or if you fight, say, 7 battles. That's what happened to me. I won 6, I lost the 7th, and boom. It's enough to lose just 1, and you lose, because you only have 1 life, and there's 100 people. Like, look at this, I'm just walking around, and there's already 33 people left, especially in this game mode. People just kill themselves. Which is, like, really easy. That's what I meant by easy. So, the best way to win a solo game is to avoid conflict. You stay on the edge of the zone. Always stay on the edge. Because people will not be able to come at you from the zone. Especially like my position, if you'll notice I'm on the beach. People can only come at me from one direction, just one. Or, well, not in this case, but when the zone closes, it will be just one direction. And even if they do come at me, I'll expect them, and pretty sure I can handle somebody like that. So now I'm in the, I think this is the Lonely Lodge place, I think it is. I'm not going to go in. I'm still going to stay on the edge as much as possible. Obviously, I have to enter the zone, but besides that, just stay on the edge. This is really, I don't know, I've played my fair share of solo matches, and every time, so far, clearly, since this is my first win, I've been just going into fights. Sometimes I lose right away. 1 or 2 games, or maybe, I don't know, a very small percentage of games, I got about to 5 or 6 kills. I got, like, into the top 5, and then I just lose. And, I think you can see what I'm getting at here. If you just minimize your conflicts, you kind of minimize the risk of you dying, which automatically improves your chances of victory. Now, some might argue, of course, that this is not a fun way to play the game. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really encountered any arguments, but yeah, some might say this isn't a fun way to play the game. Just hiding the entire match, it's kind of not fun and pointless. And I agree. And when I'm after fun, I always go into battles. I always fight people. If I die, I have a good laugh about it. But this time, I just really wanted that freaking victory, and I wanted to beat both solo and high explosives in one game. Solo is really difficult. I think squads is the easiest to win, then solo, and then duos. Duos is just the hardest. I'm not even going to get into that. I haven't had a single duos video yet, but hopefully I'll have something for you guys soon. Perhaps after this and the squads video, although if a new game mode does come out next week, I'll probably be doing that. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of let go of the obsession that I have to win every game mode. I mean, that kind of happened after Blitz mode because I didn't win. I came really close a couple times. The thing is, in duos and squads, you can't really use this tactic because you have to protect your teammates, you have to kind of get into fights. It's much harder to avoid people. It's possible, of course, to like do this in squads, but then you have to kind of all of you have to be doing this. So I'm kind of, I don't know, am I making it sound like this is something new? I mean, this is not something new. I'm sure plenty of people apply this tactic. I'm just explaining it and saying why it's good, even though most of you probably already see why it's good. I'm just, for those of you who don't. Yeah, and I mean, if your squad goes into battle and you're just hiding somewhere, then they'll probably die because they have one teammate less. And then it'll just be you. And you can end up with like a squad. Just you and a squad of 3 or 4 at the end. And then you're screwed. Because, I mean, you can only hide for so long when the circle starts closing. Yeah, I still have 1 kill. I'm kind of watching this guy now. And this is just a beautiful hiding spot. The problem with this type of strategy is, of course, you can lose your final battle and not get a victory royale, even if you do manage to hide out all the way to the end. And it just takes, it doesn't take longer, but it just seems so much longer than an average game. It's like time slows down. And then it's kind of just, if you do lose, it's very discouraging and you just kind of don't feel like doing it all over again. And quite frankly, if I lost this, I wouldn't definitely do this again for, I don't know, at least a day. Well, I mean, this way I'm not even playing because I won. But just saying, it can be very discouraging. So there's already 16 people left. Well, not really already, but I mean, you know, there's 16 people left, which is good. Basically, the principle the strategy uses, you kind of just rely on everybody else fighting, and then you just join the fight when there's very little people. So, not even when there's very little people, when you have to, when you're forced to by the circle. And even then you can lose, like I said before. So yeah, this guy was, for example, lost in the storm. That's really good, because that's one guy I didn't have to kill. So, I don't know, yeah, it's not really a stealth tactic. Because stealth is when you kill people and they don't even see you coming. No, this is more like a hiding tactic, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a cool name for it, but not really good. Yeah, as you can see, all these people are just killing each other. This guy killed himself and he killed another player. That's 2 players less I'll have to kill. I've got 4 people spectating me, but unfortunately I think they're all gonna disconnect now because everybody just loses interest in watching a guy just hiding around. Yeah, already 2-1. I think about shooting that guy. I mean, even if I did and I didn't kill him, which I probably wouldn't, he is unlikely to realize where it came from. I just don't do it because, I mean, why? Why would I do it? Only enter conflict if there's a certainty that you'll get a kill, like I did at the prison. I mean, I could just take that guy. I knew I could. Because I had the high ground, he didn't know I was there, and I was expecting him. literally just listening for him and waiting for him to come out. And as soon as he did, I took away his armor and I killed him. Now, if he'd taken away my armor, it wouldn't have killed me, but it would have in the long run. And I think you'll see why pretty soon, actually, because the storm is closing. The circle has been very merciful to me because it's barely even like coming closer to me at this point. I'm still inside. But it's about to force me to do some very drastic moves. 7 people left. I have a grenade launcher. Cool. I have a bunch of materials. But the problem with building is, if you build, people will know where you are. So, and that's not what this episode is all about. I know, I could title it. I want to title it something that infers that I won. But Hide and Don't Seek would be a good title. Yeah, you know what, I think I'll go for it. Maybe not, I don't know. Because, yeah, I do want to state that I won. Okay, somebody didn't stick the landing again. Oh, there we go, 4 people. And all of these guys that are just, you know, killing people, they're all gonna die. That's the worst part. You kill and you kill, and then just one noob who's been hiding the entire match comes along and just bests you because you're either low on health because of all the battles you've been through, or he just takes you by surprise. I mean, you know, what this episode is all about, what the main message is, in solo, killing people doesn't bring you any closer to victory. Killing the last person is the only kill that brings you closer, obviously. Anyway, there's 3 people left. The zone is starting to close now, and I have to go. So yeah, now it kind of forces me to build up, which is a tiny bit out of my comfort zone. But thankfully nobody notices me, nobody's even on this side. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I know, right, this is the most action you've seen in the last 15 minutes. Don't worry, that will change real soon. I stay on this hill, the trees are providing cover for anybody that's in the woods, but obviously for me too, because they can't see me either. Which is good for me. Somebody does start building all the way down there. I'm just kind of watching them, and I have to go. So I decided to just take this house. Not in it, but behind it, because if you go into a small closed room in high explosives, you're bound to die, especially like now in Last 3. He launches a guided missile. It goes all around, probably just like a recon drone, nothing deadly for me because he doesn't know where I am. I have a minute before the zone starts closing again. At this point, I'm just hoping they kill each other before that happens. There's an airdrop coming and it's going to land onto the trees. So now I don't really feel safe behind this house. I want to kind of still be able to monitor the situation, if you know what I mean. And the other guy is bound to find out that this guy is just camping over here, and he's probably going to take action, unlike me. So I decided to take this hill, because from up here I can just monitor the situation, and yeah, if it comes to it, I can shoot them both from up top. So I'm just kind of still stealthy, still crouching. Also have my cool Vector backpack. I think it's Vector. If I hadn't mentioned this in any other video. Yeah, they're killing each other now. Just blasting away at one another. And right here, he kills him. And there he is. So now it's just me and him. And I think you know who wins this. So at first I come behind him. He's trying to come back to his old fortress up here. And there's a critical weak spot here in the staircase, so I just hit it completely. He starts blasting away, the hill protects me. We shoot at each other for quite some time. We miss each other. And now I say, okay, I've had enough, I'm just coming to this guy. I shoot his blockade, he brings up right in the right moment, and I kill him. He hits me once, but since I had armor, it was fine. Yeah, this guy had all legendary golden stuff, and it still didn't help him win. So that's my point. Anyway, thank you for watching this somewhat educational episode, I hope. This was my first solo victory, and hopefully not my last. I just kind of did a recap of all my stats here, even though they can't be shown. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.